welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to revisit this Shark vacuum cleaner. It was making a horrible noise and I believe it needs a new vacuum motor. So it has a bunch of motors for different things. Obviously it has, motor for the wheels, motor for the roller, and this is for like the sucker part. I found this one on eBay for 10 bucks and threw a battery on it just to make sure it works. So we're going to take this thing apart and check it in, and hopefully it makes an improvement. You're going to need, let me see, this is a, what is it? T8 and a T15. The bin out. Take the roller out. And it definitely needs a good cleaning. Oof. Make sure the power is off. And I'm going to start with the front part. There's a bunch of little tiny screws, and these are the T8s. And just a little note, yes, I'm going to use an electric screwdriver to take the screws out, but I doubt I will put them back in that way. Way too easy to strip them out with plastic. The last time I had this apart, I did notice that what I'm going to be doing is, it's not killer complicated, but there's a lot to it. So just remember, take lots of pictures, take it slow, and make sure, the wiring is in its own little grooves and whatever, so it's out of the way. Just make sure you try to stuff it back wherever it came from. Otherwise, you can crimp the wires, and you don't want any of that. Okay, so we got the front bumper off. Now we've got a bunch of screws. So this is where the battery is. I don't necessarily take that out. You can if you feel nervous, but we've got a bunch of screws. So here, around here, there. So I'm going to take all of those out next. Alright, so we got all those screws out. Now we just carefully pry the top off. Oh, there we go. That's what that looks like underneath. Not much to it. Alright, and obviously this is the piece we're looking at. Now this motor right here is for the rollers. Of course, there's motors in here for the wheels. let's see what we got to do. It's this plug right here. And comparing the two, looks good. 3-pin plug, but only 2 wires. That looks good. And just for ha-has, I'm going to put a little voltage on this one so you can hear it. So that's the noise it makes. Horrible, horrible noise. So we know that's what's wrong. So next is getting it out of there. Now obviously there's only 2 screws holding it in, but sadly, to get that off, we have to take the board off. So this is where I recommend taking lots of pictures, because all of these little wires, they just need to be stuffed under properly. You know, I don't think you really need to disconnect a lot of them, but just getting them out of their little holders and whatnot. I've already had this apart, so I've got a bunch of pictures, but I recommend lots of pictures. Those are there. Okay. And now we've got 3 large screws and 4 small screws. I'm not sure if we have to take the small screws out. Okay, looks like we have to take the small screws out as well. And those are Phillips as well. This part's got a couple of clips on it. So just go slow. You don't want to break anything. If you have something like this, Just kind of slide it along as you go. We just need to take these two silver screws out of here. Okay, and I realize you can't see it. There's a screw underneath. Take that screw out. And just kind of move this down a little bit. And for whatever reason, they got this, this is the motor for the wheel. They have this around this one. I don't know if it needs to be that way, but that's where it is. So, then just pull that up straight. And it should come right out. We should be in business. If all goes well. And just try to angle this back on. Watch your wires. This plug goes right here. Make sure nothing's pinched. And I'm going to put my two silver screws in here. We got some on the board. And we got these ones that go around the outside. Our little holder. If you line yourself up with these pins, it makes it a little easier. Again, watch your wires. And then these things on the side, they have little springs. You got to just line those up. All right. Wires are all out of the way. Excellent. Okay. Now we'll do the screws. The small screws first. Got some bigger screws. Okay, so the next stage is just carefully take your time, stuff all of these wires under so they're not going to hit anything.
Sure as we're gonna get.
You just want to make sure everything's out of the way. You know, we're going to put it together and put screws in. Obviously you don't want it running around here. This is where the wheel is. It's going to go up and down and hit it. You don't want that. I think it looks pretty good. Okay. So the next thing we're going to do is put the top on. A little peg in the front, line it up. You should be able to just snap it back on. And now we put back our myriad of screws. These are obviously the bigger screws we're going to put in around these spots. And the little ones will be left for the front part. So the next part is the front part. We're going to lift it up like we're putting a diaper on. And slide that underneath. Make sure you push these two little prongs down so it sits in there good. And just kind of line her up. Okay. And we got this little C piece that goes on here. Line up the holes. You should just clip it in like that. And you got a bunch of these little, what is it, T8s we're going to put in around the outside. So next we just put the roller bar back in. Trash bin. Turn on the power. Alright, then we're ready to try it out. So my repair looks good, and I hope you enjoyed my video. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.